My name is Rich Risto, and I am a stranger in a strange land. And what we're looking at here is the Changzhou Media Tower. I've been inside this building only once, and that was to make a salad, believe it or not, on a internet TV show. I was kind of promoting my real Changzhou blog here. Anyway, I'm looking at this because it is one of the most dominant sort of features on the urban landscape here in the northern Xinbei district of Changzhou. So as I said, this is a media tower, or what they're calling the Changzhou Broadcasting Station. Now, there are other things here, and so I'm not going to go into that thing, that building. By the way, it lights up at night like just about every other Chinese building. This is Lafu. It's one of the higher end supermarkets that deals in foreign goods. I hardly ever go in here. But I have had friends that say they claim the quality of meat is better in there than other places. Also, what used to be in here was a Malaysian restaurant called Secret Recipe, and I got the feeling that maybe Secret Recipe was a chain, and it seemed to go out of business, I think, all across China, which is a shame. I mean, Secret Recipe was one of the first times I've ever had Malaysian food. China or no China. So one of the many cuisines that moving to China actually introduced me to. This signature national dish, nasi lemak. Very, very tasty. And now there's no Malaysian food in Changzhou at all. Again, used to be there through this side entrance of Lafu. Alright, so coming up here on the left, no, right. Yeah, I don't know my left from my right. Anyway, we have some construction. That's something new and different to China. You can't tell by the tone of my voice that is sarcasm. But we're going to actually see what else is in the complex here around the basic Changzhou Media Tower. Okay, let's see what we got here. Building 3. I'm assuming that's this building here with the number 3 on it. That's likely office space. Okay. Assuming that's that. Like a lot of places like this in China, there's a good chance that a lot of the sort of spaces are not exactly open for use, but that actually does look open, or actually in use. And we know that this is the Golden Hall Jinsa gold color. I think that's Ting. Basically, gold colored big hall, if you're going to be clunky with translating there. Okay, so a couple of other things here. Now, there's been a lot of turnover here. So you see the building behind it, the sort of gold color. That is, I believe it's the Marriott. American Hotel, lots of people. And that building right there is also the hotel. So anyway, this used to be a Japanese restaurant. I'm assuming, I think that was part of the Japanese restaurant. And This here being Tuscany Grill. It's one of, I guess, 2 Italian restaurants in Changzhou. I've never been in here. I've been told it's ungodly expensive and not as good as Monkey King. So I'm kind of partisan in that way. But you know, always there was also a lot of turnover with the cooks here. Basically, they made a mistake actually. So now we have the cats that are standing up, wearing, I guess, a flower unitard of some sort. But Tuscany Grill made the mistake of advertising that they were the first Italian restaurant in Changzhou, which they weren't. Monkey King was, but caused a big Facebook argument back in the. And so this is one of those cases of, you know, secret sort of hidden garden. Every time I've come here, the fountain is never turned on, but if it is, it's a pretty epic fountain. It goes down 2 floors. There's a walkway down here. I think that's the Marriott's pool, and above that is actually the lobby space to get into the media tower. So unlike other like sort of hidden green spaces here in Changzhou, this one you still very much hear traffic and the construction going on. Well, the other big destinations here we have Starbucks. It's a Starbucks Reserve, which quite honestly I don't know what that means. The layout is a little bit different than a regular Starbucks. This used to be Zoo Coffee. So down here is Bubble Lab, which is probably the best cheeseburger in town. It's also Chinese microwave. So the beer served here is Wuhan beer that's been brewed in Wuhan, shipped to Changzhou in kegs. Now the other interesting thing here is McDonald's. Now, typically, anytime that anybody says McDonald's is interesting, it's perfectly okay to think that they are crazy, idiotic, or some combination of both. But, you know, this is China after all. My area of Changzhou, Xinbei, this is the 4th McDonald's to open in this part of the city. But interestingly enough, because you don't see it, but behind these buildings is Wanda Plaza, a huge shopping mall where there's like at least 2 more Starbucks, 3 technically, and a McDonald's there. So what makes this McDonald's here different than the one in Wanda behind that building? Well, it's kind of annoying. I did eat lunch here at the moment. I very rarely eat McDonald's for obvious reasons, but the one thing is, out of all the McDonald's here in Xinbei, none of them serve sausage egg McMuffin breakfasts. So there you see the advertising for that. If I wanted actually a McDonald's breakfast, I would have to go downtown, I believe. The closest one before this, the closest McDonald's serving actual breakfast, would be the Changzhou train station, South Plaza. So having easy access to McDonald's breakfast is nice, but to be fair, I only try eating that stuff maybe once every 2 months. Plus, you know, Chinese food is a lot cheaper and a lot healthier. And lastly, this is the Marriott, one of the big sort of international hotels that in better times with an open border, a lot of American businessmen would be staying here. The other thing is, and I don't eat at the restaurant all that often because it's expensive And I'm kind of known for being a cheapskate, but like, so behind these windows here is the buffet restaurant. Now, typically, a number of people in the expat community sometimes come here, or international hotels like this, for Thanksgiving or Christmas. Alright, so at any rate, so this is basically the complex around the Changzhou Media Tower. Thank you for watching, and if you like to wander around like I do, until next time, safe travels.